I just start with the first one, with you know, obviously with baseball stuff again. Things are going good. You know, they're steadily moving forward. You know, they're not stagnant. Man, I found a great pitching coach to get me in line with exactly what I'm doing. I got the more velocity. I got the blah blah blah. Okay, got all that stuff. Found a trainer. You know, this last 3 or 4 weeks I've been working out with him, and I've been throwing better. You know, it's either him, me, whatever it is. I've just been throwing better, so good. Keep going to him. But the thing about it is I'm not repeating the performances that I've had with the pitching coach, okay? Those performances, I'm not repeating when it matters, when I need it the most. These last 3 times that I've been out, I just work out with a couple guys. I throw live to them. They're also professional baseball players. Been getting better, you know, moving in a better direction, but I'm still not even close to what I was doing with the pitching coach. And this is just maybe like 2 months ago.
Let us tell you why. He activates the vibration within you.
Yeah.
He knows what is possible. He knows your build. He knows your power. He knows your heart. He knows your mind. He knows your possibility.
Yeah.
He knows it. And as he focuses that energy, he activates within you a vibration that brings forth more from you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's lovely to have a coach like that,
yeah,
but you've already discovered the downside of that.
I gotta do
you got to take him everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And so what we would do, we would get into a virtual reality. We know that it feels so much more powerful to go to the facility and dig your feet in the dirt and stand on the mound and smell all of the reality and have the real experience. We know how real and important that feels.
Yeah.
But we want you to hear from us that the virtual reality where you close your eyes and conjure all of that and then excel beyond anyone's wildest dreams, that is the way you align with your desire. You have to do it consistently in your virtual reality, and then you will do it consistently in your reality.
Okay.
Most of you would rather go do the thing and practice it, then go to the virtual reality. The problem is, when you go do the thing physically, you can't go beyond what you've gone in your virtual reality. And that's why a coach can take you a little further, because he's gone beyond with other people. His expectation's already there. He's sort of cleared the way for you. You've got to clear the way for you in your virtual reality.
Okay.
You got to throw that ball faster than anybody's ever thrown it, and you've got to feel the thrill of having done it. We throw the ball 100 miles an hour. In your virtual reality. In other words, do that. And then when you slow down to 92 or 3, it'll be easy. You get the sense of what we were talking about?
Yeah.
The virtual reality really is where it's at. Why is a virtual reality so hard to do?
Because I'm thinking of past experiences. I'm not thinking, because I've never done the 100 miles an hour, so I'm trying to line up something that's I've never seen, I've never felt, I've never touched. And so to get the feeling there, you get halfway through, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, but you know, I didn't do that, or oh, the pitch ended up like this, or my arm felt like
But
this.
in your virtual reality, do you take a slow pitch and speed it up, or do you just take a fast pitch? Do you throw balls that no one could hit? Do you hit the batter? In other words, in your virtual reality, what do?
I do a whole bunch of things. Sometimes I get it where I'm doing things right, but then all of a sudden my head will just switch, man, and the pitch isn't what I want it to be.
But why would you do that in a virtual reality? In other words, we can understand why in a reality you would do that. But in a virtual reality, we don't understand why you wouldn't make it perfect.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. That's why I don't understand why.
Well, we're in big trouble.
Yeah. Well,
because we don't know either.
I know. Well, because
So here I am in my virtual reality, and I get to pick everything. So I pick a slow pitch. Why would I do that?
Because I'm the dumbest person on earth. I don't, you know, I know, I realize what you're saying. Believe me, I want to get things done. You know, I want to move
Well, friend,
forward.
You're not the dumbest person on earth. What
I
you
know,
are, and we know you don't even think that, but what you are is someone who's practiced reality so much that virtual reality feels sort of fanciful, it feels sort of frivolous, it feels sort of like a waste of time, and we have not yet convinced you of the power of virtual reality. That's why you don't do it. We tease about this when we're dealing with people that are terminally ill. They're the only ones we can get to do virtual reality.
Yeah.
Because they have no other options.
Yeah.
In other words, they're finally convinced that there's nothing else to do, so they say, well, I guess I'll try this virtual reality. Since I have no other options.
Yeah. I'll probably not put enough effort into it, first of all.
All right, now we've all talked long enough about why you're not doing so well at it. Let's practice doing well at it. In other words, let's conjure a virtual reality. Here's the most important thing about this, and we've already sort of set it off on the wrong foot, so we want to get it back on the right foot. As you have presented your case to us, and we have given you the remedy of a virtual reality, now this virtual reality that we are encouraging falls into the category of fixing something that is broken. So already we're going into the virtual reality to try to change something that isn't the way we want it to be. So already we've dragged the broken stuff in, and that's the reason that you're not having so much fun in virtual reality. It's because when you get in there, you're taking the same stuff in, and it's like a torture chamber where you're just trying to drag your mind into a better feeling place. So let's begin by saying that a virtual reality is a place where you go with a sort of clean slate, where you see things the way you want them to be. So the time to go there is not after you've had a bad practice session. The time to go there is not after you're already convinced that things aren't the way they need to be and somebody needs to do something about it. You go to the virtual reality for the joy of going there. It's for the entertainment value. It's for the uplifting entertainment value. You're not going to fix anything that is broken. You're going for the entertainment value. And so, in the same way that you would choose a good movie that would really please you, a movie about baseball, about someone who, like everyone, was not given a contract the day that he began, but had some experience, and now it's a time for his breakthrough. And he's going to do something that he's never done before in ways that he's never done it before. And so, what is that virtual reality like? Write that movie, only you be in it. So play with us just a little bit here.
Oh, you want me to write the script?
We're really good at it, but that doesn't help you.
I wrote one script before.
Never mind.
All right,
Here you are right now, in a clear space, going to get into a virtual reality. You can't get it wrong. It's only for your entertainment value.
Well, then I'd say it's just me and the mound. No catcher, no nothing, no one around. Real relaxed. Just feeling really just empowered, you know, just real strong. And then I just look at home plate and damn, that seems really close today. That seems like I'm 30 feet away from the plate. And then I'd go through my motion, free and easy, not thinking about my mechanics, just letting it go, letting it flow. And then all of a sudden, I wouldn't feel anything. My arm would just go, my body would just go, my legs would just go, my head would just go, and the ball would just jump out of my hand. And I'd be kind of taken back by it and go, damn, look how easy that was. That kind of felt really good. And then I'd start throwing all my pitches. I'd start throwing the curveball and watch how hard it broke. And I'd start throwing a changeup and just sit back and go, man, that's going to fool a lot of hitters. And then I'd start messing around with my fastball. I'd start, going to each side of the plate, and I'd start putting a little movement on this side of the plate and put a little movement on that side of the plate. And I wouldn't lose any of my velocity, and everything would just zone up, and it'd be perfect.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, now go in there again and pick up from where you were. In other words, it could be an hour later, it could be 2 hours later, it might be the next day. Go in there again. You've already brought the vibration to a certain place with that. Don't pay any attention that anyone else is listening. In other words, you can go back over the same things again. You can approach it from a different aspect. You could make it present tense. You could be right in the middle of it. Anything you want. No right or wrong.
Well, then I'd go, like I'm in camp with a team. It's the beginning of a simulated game. I got everybody watching, all the guys, and they haven't seen me pitch yet. And I just get up on the mound and I just start firing just the warm-up pitches, and everyone's going like, God damn, who's that on the mound? I haven't seen him around here. And and then all of a sudden the batter gets in there and boom, strike one. He didn't even see the pitch.
What you've just done is you've amplified what you want, really, really powerfully. And your virtual reality doesn't feel real. It still feels like something that you want. And so it's almost like torturing yourself just a little bit, because you're talking about something that you want that you don't yet have, or that you don't believe that you yet have. So what this game is, when you play this game in virtual reality and those feelings of frustration or discouragement go away altogether and they're replaced by obnoxious enthusiasm, then your virtual reality is clicked into place. And it's 100 times more powerful than any practicing on the mound. In other words, we're not saying don't do that. We're just saying that when you do that, you get the sense of it? In other words, we felt the clash in your energies just then, because for just a moment you were there, and then all of a sudden it was like flipping a switch.
But I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it yet. And then pain. Oh, there was big time pain.
Yeah, what? I'm sick and tired of the pain. You know what I mean? Like,
before you go further, let's go back and chew on something just a little bit, because you actually did better when it was just you in the mound.
Yeah. I always do better when it's just me in the mound.
But you did better vibrationally. Your energy didn't get split when it was just because you weren't worrying about what anybody else was thinking. You weren't trying to impress them. It was just you getting into vibrational alignment with what you want. And so as you were offering that, your vibration was clean as a whistle. You were talking about what you want, and there was no angst within it. When you brought everybody else in, and you cared very much about what they were seeing, now, do not misunderstand us. You're going to be on the mound, and there are going to be a lot of people watching you, and they're going to say, damn, who's on the mound? That is what is before you. We just want you to practice the other so much that it begins to feel so natural to you, that we want you to be on that mound knowing so well your clarity, your power, your ability, that even if you threw every ball in the dirt and they were all watching, that you would not give a rip what their opinion of you was, because you know what your potential truly is. What's happening on the mound today is only a reflection of how fast your body is caught up with it, but in your mind, you're already throwing perfect games. The thing that we want to point out to you, to all of you, to Esther too, to all of you who have a desire that is not yet manifesting, is that the only reason that it is not yet manifesting is because the reality of what is still a more dominant vibration than the reality in your virtual reality. And so these are the words that we want you to hear. Which vibration is most dominant within me? The one of what I'm practicing in my virtual reality, or the one of what I've been living? And it is natural that the one that you've been living would be more dominant. Think what it's like to be in this body, looking out through these eyes with thousands of people looking back at you. In other words, all of them reflecting an opinion to you, especially in a competitive sport like this one that you're in, where there are scouts and people looking and scrutinizing. In other words, it would be very difficult for you to be standing in this personality that is you, with all of that attention coming to you, and not have their feeling or their opinion about what you're doing affecting your vibration. That's a perfectly normal thing. So it is absolutely normal that your vibration about what is would be more dominant. It is absolutely normal. But you got to change it if you want to have a different experience. It's not because I'm stupid. It's normal that what I'm offering vibrationally, what is my dominant vibration, those are words we want you to hear. My dominant vibration has been and is about what is. But I'm in the process of making my dominant vibration be about that which is coming.
Like, you know, your pitching coach says, you know, you go out there and it's like, you gotta kind of take yourself to another place, you know, feel good, whatever, but how do you get pissed off and feel good at the same time?
Oh, you're really going to like this.
All right.
You can't. Live whatever you need to live in your real world.
Okay.
In other words, go there, have the feelings that come, let the scrutiny of others affect you. In other words, don't worry about it when it's happening. In other words, just deal with what's happening. Just go to your virtual reality at least once a day where they're not there, and have the purer experience. And it is our promise to you, if you will practice the virtual reality purer experience every day for 15 or 20 minutes, even if it takes you 10 minutes to get there and you're only there for 3 or 4 minutes in the bliss of it, that much time in every day will shift the vibration within you. This will become the more dominant vibration. It will. Don't try to do it when you're in the middle of the process. You can't do it. There's too much visual, sensual feedback coming to you. That's not the time. Don't torture yourself then. Let it be whatever it is. It is in this virtual reality that you're going to clean up your vibration. And it is our promise to you, with far less effort than you have ever even thought about offering on the mound, you will get yourself into a vibration where this is the dominant vibration. And oh, the day that shifts within you. When this is the dominant vibration and you're on the mound, it's not like you don't give a rip what they're saying. It isn't that, because you do care. That's all part of it. What fans think, what scouts think, what coaches think, what other teammate players think, all of that is part of the game. In other words, it does matter what they think. It just can't matter more than what you think, you see. As you get inside your virtual reality, what you think is, I'm really good. What you think is, I'm having success. What you think is, it's a game. What you think is, I'm bringing the best out of me that is possible. What you think is, I'm at the top of my game. What you think is, I'm as good at this, if not better, than almost anybody that you'll ever meet. What you think is, I love this. What you think is, I'm really good at this. What you think is, my body is up for this. What you think is, I'm in alignment. What you think is, I've got source energy flowing through me. What you think is, That's what makes people good. The more in vibrational harmony with who they really are, the better they are, no matter what it is. That's what the virtuosos of all fields are about. They are tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Okay. And you don't get tuned in, tapped in, turned on out there on the mound. You do it in the privacy of your own mind, and you practice it until that is the dominant vibration.
Okay.